People of the internet, welcome back to my channel. I am F5 Penguin all over social media and the interwebs, and welcome back to Out of the Park Baseball 17. This is the Premier League Baseball GM Sim mode, human controlled players and AI controlled players. I guess managers is the keyword. Anyway, this is episode 6, and it is July 10th. We are going to be simming to July 15th. If you missed last episode, go back and watch it. It's all in a playlist, but I'll recap for you. Basically, we're winning. If you look right here in the middle, hey, Burleson is one of the leaders for wins for the season. Zach Starks has 3 as well. That's pretty good. Nick Clark has 2. We're doing pretty good here, and I'm pretty happy. Even though we're 9-10, this is better than we were last season, where it was abysmal. It was like 30-51 or some ungodly number like that. Anyway, we have a couple of issues on our hands we had to solve. First and foremost, as far as the video quality is concerned, I think this is the best it's going to be. I fixed the problem in XSplit. Please let me know if this is better. I think it is. I need you to tell me if it is, though, on your side. It kind of matters. I know I could watch it on YouTube, but YouTube always gives the content creator favor, gives them a higher bit rate. So tell me if it's better on your side. Now, we had 3 injuries last sim. Harrington went down. McKinley went down, I think it was. And then I think Castillo went down. Anyway, no, Jacona, a lot of people went down. So I had to go ahead and sign a second baseman for the Everton Toffees. I did that. I moved some people around here. We have a diagnosis pending here. We'll have to probably sign another shortstop. I'm always short on shortstops. It's the worst. I have so many good pitchers. I don't have enough infielders. That's the problem I'm running into. So as we move through this league, hopefully we can kind of round this out, and I can always sign anybody I need to over here. I got 16 players I can pull from just to bring in people. So I have some shortstops at the ready. As you can see from their potential, they're not the best because they're young kids. I don't want to throw them into the fire just yet if I don't have to. I threw a 16-year-old as a starting second baseman. He might die. Who knows? We also signed Inselman. He is a backup to Harrington or Espinoza going down. He's out for pretty much the whole season. So Inselman is up, and I'm hoping he will be the power we need and the pinch hitter we need to be a little bit more successful. Other than that, we're hitting well, we're pitching well, and we are 9-10. Let's go ahead and sim right now and download the latest file from the server that was simmed. This will bring us to July 15th, and I'm hoping the trend stays positive. We can eke out +1 on every single series, go 2-1 or go 3-2 for each 5-day period. I think we'll be okay. And we might get into the playoffs again because that's important. We need the revenue and we need attendance to go back up. So it is July 15th, and hey, look at that, boys and girls. We are 12-12. This is good news. Now, before we do anything else, we are ranked 7th out of 18 in the latest power rankings. Josh Trangies from AA is able to be recalled from the disabled list. We will obviously do that because we need him. We're down players. So he's back, and I'll make the adjustment in between videos. I'll always do, lineup adjustments in between unless we decide to make one right here and then, but that's not something we need to do. Southern is out for 3 months. Okay, he's out, and Curtis is out for a day, so he's fine. Let's go look at the rest of the players. No one else is injured. Okay, so let's go to our mail, and let's take a look at what we got. The St. Paul Saints beat us 11-5. Are you thinking it's Chavez? I'm thinking it's Chavez. Let's take a look for sure. 6 runs in the 6th. Oh my goodness. Martin, what are you doing? Oh man, Martin, that's not good. And then Williamson and Lombard and that's not good. You can't give up 6 runs in an inning. No way, Martin. So this call-up might not have been the best decision. We might have to cut him or bench him or use him less or something. I don't know, but I don't think Martin is our answer moving forward. Let me know what you think in the comments for sure. And also, again, in the description, you can look at the link to the website for the Premier League Baseball. You can see everything as it happens and keep up and check out more stats, check out more details, and make some recommendations to me either on Twitter at F5Penguin or in the comments section on the videos on YouTube. So let me know what you think. I know Williamson is going to have to go. Lombard's going to have to go. I already know that. Rydell's hit and miss. Can't really go wrong. But Lombard, you can see here, walked a guy, pitched 2 outs. No bueno, right? So looking at the hitting, we did our job. Philpott, again, on fire. Philpott is on fire. Whew, I'm so happy to hear that. Alston, Kober, above 300. Those are my keys. If they can stay above 300, we're good. And if Roberts can stay above 275, we're good. We are seeing that. So I can't blame the hitting. We had 5 runs. That's not bad. Pitching on that one is definitely at fault. Clark now 2-2 after subduing the Saints. We won 8-2. Hey now, we won 8-2. Let's look at the hitting real quick. We scored 4 runs in the first and didn't have to play the 9th. Hey, anytime you can get rest, I'll take rest any day of the week. So looking here, we got Fountain at 300, Austin at 329, Roberts at 268. Not the worst. Philpott was rested. Yep, he was rested. So Weiss went in at 308. Hey, that's good to have a backup come in and actually be able to do that. That makes me happy. And Kober above 300. Again, this is what I want to see. And look at that. Nick Clark underneath 3 ERA. And McGirt came in to clean up. I do not hate a game like this. This is a type of game where I need it to continue. The St. Paul Saints have a pretty similar record. We should be winning games against teams with a similar record as ours. I'm okay with this. This is a good win. Moving on. All-Star voting begins. I don't think we can vote. Yeah, human player voting is disabled. So the AI picks the All-Stars, and we'll see reports on that as we move forward here. And we also have a scout report, which we haven't gotten into yet, so we'll look at that in a moment as well. The last game of the series against St. Paul, John Alston, that's what we needed. He's tied for 9th with a 4.42 on base percentage, went 4 for 5 with 2 doubles, 2 singles, 4 RBIs. And Zelaya gets a win. Hey, better than a save, right? So we won that game. They put up 5 in the 5th. Wow, 5 in the 5th. All right, let's look at our hitting real quick. And what do we see again? Fountain. Boom. Hey, Chad Smart's getting better. He's tracking. Leadoff, Philpott, 390. Alston, 360. Weiss, 294. I can't hate this. And Weiss is kind of like a utility player, just so you know. He plays pretty much every position possible, and that's what you need in a backup guy. You don't want someone who can only play one position. You don't have enough spots on your roster for that. You need a guy that can play 3 or 4 positions and can hit. Weiss, he's like 33 or 38 years old. 28? No, my bad. He's only 28, and he can play, see this here, second, third, shortstop, left field, center, and right. Perfect. He played for Philpott. He did well. Now he's playing in for, it looked like he was playing in for Roberts. Yep, Roberts, who was subbed in. So, perfect. This is what we want. And look at that. An all-star crew came in to pitch that game for sure. We had Burleson, Williamson, Nieves, and Zelaya. Burleson again, this one definitely not the best. 7 earned runs given up here. You can't really have that as a starter, right? So Williamson came in, apparently pitched 3 innings and had 2 strikeouts, but no hits. Hey, that's a better improvement than what I've seen before. And Nieves came in, and then Zelaya came in to get the win, and I'm okay with that. Closing, he can win, he can save, whatever. I will take it any way I can get it at this point. Our scout's going to look at the next upcoming series. I don't care about these. Do you all care about these? I think they're less important. I'm going to trust my team to do well. I'm not going to really match up against a certain team until we get to the playoffs, if we get to the playoffs. That just doesn't make sense to me. But if you all think that's something I need to be doing, obviously, feel free to say that, and we will look at this more frequently and with more concern. But they're 9-12. We should win games against teams like ours, which is what that is. So you can see we won the first one. Boom. We lost the second one. We'll get into that in a minute. but we won 6-5 with a walk-off win. Jim Weiss, look at that. My pinch hitters are stepping up in the ninth, takes it home. I cannot hate that. Philpott, Alston, Kober. This is good. And Inselman has not really stepped up yet. Let's look at his stats real quick. He's had 4 games, 4 plate appearances, 3 at bats, and has not hit anything yet. He's gotten 1 strikeout. So we'll see where that goes. He still hasn't had enough opportunities, I think, to really judge that. But we needed somebody in there to fill in. Hopefully he can contribute. Looking down here, another win for Celaya with the one inning pitch there. Hey, whatever gets it done, right? We don't need saves necessarily. This is why I'm paying him the big bucks. He bails Chavez out, and McGurk blows the save. Zelaya comes in and makes it happen. And thanks to Weiss, we won that game. This is a scout email. This is something I want to show you guys and girls. I need to stop saying that. You all. Andy Hernandez returned home from the Dominican Republic. He found a center fielder. The center fielder and all players that my scout finds go into your international complex, which you can pull from whenever you want to. And they don't take a contract until they move up into the majors. So you can leave them in the minor system all you want and develop them into some talent. Or you can release them if you feel like they're not going to be good for you at all. I typically don't look at all of them unless I need to A, call somebody up from an injury, or B, in the off season, cut the ones I don't want, sign on the ones I do, and then start fresh every off season. I think that works best. If you think there's a different way to do that, please let me know in the comments. Deleting that message. Looking at our last game that we have here on the docket, the Buffaloes won 5-2. Let's see what happened here. 3 runs in the 5th. Quickly look at our hitting. And Starks is going to probably get the loss for this. Let's take a look here. So Philpott is batting above 350 every single game, and he's, I think, the reason we're going to be winning these games right now. 304 for Kober, and it looks like Kleinmeyer started, and that's fine. I'm not expecting great things from him as a backup to Alston. He comes in every 5th game. I'm okay with that. That's not terrible. And then Alston came in and batted a 346 with 1 at bat. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Left 1 on base. That's not bad. Is this... Are these seasonal averages? They are, aren't they? Crap. I've been looking at these per game thinking these are game line scores. These are seasonal line scores. I have to be looking here. How many runs and how many left on... I feel dumb and I apologize. Now I know. And, that's... Like I said, I have so much limited baseball knowledge, and the only time I've played this game is to play this sim. I'm so limited on my knowledge pool. I'm learning as I go, and that's why this is fun for me, because I get to figure it out as we go here. So that's the average of the season. I feel so dumb. I should have known that by looking at some of the numbers, but I didn't really process it. Whatever. Leave me alone. All right, so Starks gets his first loss. Fine. Gives up 4. Not the worst, especially from a second-year guy in the league. He was a rookie last season. Started, was terrible. I put him to a reliever. Now he's a starter. I'll take 3 and 1 from him. As long as we can keep that under 3.5, I'm good. And McGurk doesn't hold on to the save that he was supposed to get there. So that's what happened. I need some solid middle relieving, and I don't feel like I'm getting it. If I don't get a quality start from the starter, I don't feel like I'm getting the relief that I need from everyone. I'm getting it from a couple of players. But still, we should be scoring more than 2 runs, right? So, meh. I'll take 12 and 12, though, all day long. So let's quickly look at our front page. We are 2 games back, and I think there's 80 some odd games in the season. Let me take a look at the schedule real quick. So we've had 24 games through June and July, and we go to September 18th. So was that 18? Let's just call it 25. So 20, 25, 45. We've had 24 and another... Yeah, I think there's like 89 games. 80 games, give or take, 82. Something like that. There's around 80 to 90 games. Either way, we're a quarter of the way there, right? And we're not doing too bad. Hey, I'll take it. One thing I definitely want to check, though, and that's important, is our tickets. We are up 50% revenue per game and 50% attendance per game. We're not selling out every single game, but we're getting really close, and our average is 27,000. We can fill 30,000. Hey, we need that money, yo. So we look here. We're not tracking to do any better just yet, but if we can get into the playoffs, we get that money right there, and that's what we really need to get out of the red for this season, and then hopefully drop a couple of those relieving contracts. That's kind of what we want to do. In the meantime, we have to combat these injuries. I got to fill in some roles here. I have people that are going to be out for 8 weeks, 5 days, 3 days. So some of them are going to come off pretty quick. Castillo, Zapata, and it looks like Perdomo will come back, and he's one of my studs. I need him to come back. Excuse me. So I promise in the next day or two, we will look at the minor league teams. But until then, you can go online to the link, and you can take a look at them yourself, and we'll go over them together. I definitely have to sign a couple of infielders because we're running out of simply people. People are getting tired, and I need to be able to have enough backups to rest the starters because they do get tired. I realized that last season when I had one catcher in every league, and they were getting exhausted, so I signed some catchers, and one of them is doing quite well for me, so I'm pretty happy, and that's Fountain. So not bad at all. I can't say I'm mad right now. I'm pretty thrilled with the results we're seeing, and I'm just hoping that we continue to track positive. If we do, again, if we can squeak out a +1 of every short sim, we will be in good shape. I think this is going to go well. I'm excited. I really am. I did not think this season would be okay this far in. I thought it would be a disaster, and we are in the running to do things, right? 14-10 though. We're not going to get the wild card. We have to get in first here or win some games and get the wild card and try to keep pace. But hey, I'm not worried about that just yet. I'm looking at our earn run average from our 3 starters. 3 of 5 are underneath 4. That's good news. Nick Clark's not going to do anything crazy this season, but he's going to win games. That's what I need. I'm okay with that. Now, runs scored, we're 5th. We were 16th last season. Batting average 7th, we were dead last. On base percentage 3rd, we were dead last. Home runs tied for 6th, we were almost dead last. Stolen bases 4th, we were almost dead last. And defensive efficiency still in 3rd. I want to get that up if we can, but we're having a couple of errors with our younger guys. No complaints there. And then we're looking at our starters and our bullpen. Our bullpen, that's our problem. I'm noticing it right now. It's 16th out of 18. Hey, it's got to get better, right? So I'll have to figure something out there. I don't know what to do just yet. Let me know if you have any ideas. And our starters are not quite cutting it just yet. Still above 4. Got to get that down because we were 2nd in the league in 1951. I'd like to get back to that. We have our core. We've just lost one player, Matt Graves. We should be able to recoup from that, but time will tell, right? So that being said, in the next video, we will be well on our way to hopefully a positive and winning season. We will sign some players. We will take a look at some lineups. And hopefully in the next video or the one after, we will look at the AAA team, and then we'll go from there. I'm looking forward to what this season brings now that we've kind of righted the ship a little bit, shook it up. We're back on track. I hope it continues. If you have any ideas, let me know. They're desperately appreciated. Desperately appreciated. And that being said, on behalf of myself and Derek Jeter, the manager for the Brooklyn Atlantics in the 1950s, I thank you for watching Out of the Park Baseball 17 GM Mode Sim for Premier League Baseball. I am F5 Penguin. You can find me all over social media at F5 Penguin and all over the internet at F5 Penguin. I will see you in the next video. Take care.